Nii, Horvaatide seltskond on juba tutvumas Tallinnaga.
To nije na fotki, meni ne izgleda dobro fotka.
So we miss somebody?
Yes, we do. Okay. Let's try. In Portuguese schools, it's the opposite. But I want a picture with you. You got some Croatian chocolates. Hi. Upstairs.
It's very interesting to me, big challenge, because I don't speak English every day. I have many words that I know in English, but I try maybe talking about myself is a little bit easier. Interesting how it would sound in, for example, in Itaalia. Voodist välja kriginal, krabinal, riided selga, sihinal, sahinal, kraanist vesi pihinal, pahinal, uks lahti, kriginal, kräginal, ees kooli vidinal, kudinal, kriid vastu tahkid, kriginal, krudinal, meie mõtleme riginal, raginal, vahetund käib sidinal, saginal, ringi jookseme sidinal, sälinal, suuremad poisid madinal, müdinal, lõpustas koju vidinal, kudinal, koolipäev läheb kui ludinal, õhtul igal väikesel pudinal, unemati liivakest pudistab, natuke kõrva tagant veel pudistab, lapstase unemaad pisut uudistab, kuni taas hommik ja tirinal, tärinal, äratus, keller, maplirinal, plärinal, hommiku söök valmib sirinal, särinal, peapidas kooli vidinal, kudinal, jällegi koolipäev läheb kui ludinal. Fish and chips, but in original it was who Estonians know how is hakkliha kaste?
It's minced meat sauce. It's kind of Estonian traditional food that everybody knows and likes usually.
Yeah. And say translators told to me that it's when we translated this about like the minced meat sauce.
Kuidas on mees paneb inglise keeles? Our Father who art in heaven and so on. It has the words, give us our daily bread, and the Inuits don't really eat bread every day, so they have give us a daily fish.
Rokoko mood. Holdjo, Fjodor, Sokolov, Toodo, Obolon, Kolhoosio, Bordood, Konn on loll, Holl on koll, Mongol on troll, Oksool on tosool, robot loob soolo jood, ohoo, Joko, Ono on onkoloog. Sest ma panen valmapuntsidega viiger hülge, kes teeb pika näpumeeste seljalt filigraanse naha hülge? When I started to write my poems, then like real writers, real poets said that it's a too simple way. Maybe I fish thought that only poems which are written in simple way could to be good poems. Of course, meaning of poems is very important, kui see, kus üksmeel valitseb ja kõik on kõige targemad.
Ulata õlu üle loela.
Almost only vocals. We can to write a sentence like this. Meie oiu aia uue au öe õie äia ea oie ao e. Paadis tõmban möödetult mölaga, paadis on koorem vööra völaga. Vööras on seal, kuhu õhtul läheb päike, völg on ta oma, völg pole väike. Meri öötsub mu ümber nii möötmata, pole ei valgusfoori, ei vöötrada, pole ka viita, mis avitaks pöörata, völg tihub nutta, tal rööm puudub vöörata. Senno you wrote poems. When it's a way when I have to sound my poems really in English. I am very, very cute. It's a truth. I'm sure it's truth, maybe even absolute. When I take away your shirt, by the way, in our church, all girls throw away their shirts. Hotel tried to kiss her, she said go to hell. That's why I'm feeling no well, start to write new horror novel. Or I killed last mouse, but I found since that dead mice absolutely are not nice. Yeah, it was a bad surprise. In Estonia, it's just a suitsujuust. Suitsujuust, no smoked cheese. Formaggio affumicato. I don't know if I pronounced right way. To rob the bank. A stone is my weapon, you drive the tank. In our city we'll rob all the banks. Tellers so pretty, to God we say thanks. Sometimes we really, when I have this deadline, then I have to we should sunni.
Push himself.
Push to come inspiration.
Is writing a talent that you're born with, or is it something that you can learn? And is someone born with talent more talented anyways than the person who is learning,
trying to develop it, right?
Are they like better anyways?
I knew already in a very, very earlier childhood when I wanted to be a writer. I didn't dream some other jobs to astronauts või cosmonauts või I don't know, driver or something. Of course, this talent is part of it, but only you can always learn more and more. It's very useful, of course, to read books.
There are any tips from the poets that you could give here to the students in particular, so to appreciate more poetry? Because I think sometimes the problem is to find the meaning of this combination of words and sentences. So there are any tips you can leave us, in particular to them, so they can appreciate more?
It's really very simple when you like writing, write and then it's when you and of course to try write
group, if you have tea, you are the other group. And this way we are going to form international groups, and Tõnis will tell you later what you are going to do.
We're going to have half an hour for preparations. I think I'm going to leave the poems on the table there, and each group can come and pitch pairs. And I have 10 poems here. We have 7 groups. I think if we have 3 poems that are not worth performing, that's okay.
But Christy, the bishop, only crisscrossing the board. The teacher is the tallest of us all. He is our king. He rarely ventures outside of his space. He tends to do his own thing.
I'm sure you know a lot, but if you would really rather not do maths, do not fear, dear Mrs. Horn. I'll tell you myself how much is 4 times.
I want to be a cop so I can bully the people who bullied me.
Okay,
nii, YouTuber.
Tere. Et meid on 3 tükki.
Kus teised on?
Ei olegi, ainult i-d.
Okay, in English. You must...
We're the eyes.
Yeah.
We are the 3 eyes, so they grabbed it.
Yeah, you have 3 musicians,
yeah.
And three of you. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone else is going to take notice of these points. Maybe you can talk a bit louder, because it's better to be a bit too loud than a bit too quiet, at least here in the stage, on the stage.
Just the C with the long minus. Now I learned that you can use minus for taking numbers off, and that it won't get you into a telecom.
The teacher, why?
No, the teacher, the student, I couldn't
see
very well.
The C minus student.
That boy.
It's like...
Who has some experience in acting in Croatia, so he was good too.
Yes, and it really did seem like Karup is a C minus student, right? Just kidding, you're C plus. Yes, did you, again with the hearing thing, but I really do want to stress that it is better to be a bit louder. So did you hear well?
A little bit louder, but it can be more better, yes, but a little bit louder.
Get interest. Water from the tap. Shh. Open the door.
And then to school. Chalk on the blackboard. We are thinking. The bell goes.
We run around. Bigger voice louder. Then run back home. The day goes by so fast.
At night the sandman scatters sand. In every little school sees ice, and gently scratch behind their haze, as blur the land of sleep.
Until the morning comes.
Kokkuvõttev!
The alarm clock is so loud.
Bling!
Breakfast is made.
Mm.
Going back to school. Until the day is gone again.
Thank you.
Wow.
Brilliant. That's great.
Really great.
And what was good about him?
Every movement, everything. Yeah, sit up straight and focus on the lesson.
I wouldn't waste time explaining how I could have sat still without complaining if there hadn't been a fly trying to catch my eye.
Despite the other students didn't have some role in it that I like. They represent scene of all class.
Are dream musicians. And we have cool instruments. Bring, la la la. Bring, bring, beep. Bleep, da 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 da. Bing, da ba doo. Every instrument has one song. And our teacher is the singer. Usually, she sings only one line. Which we know like a classic banger. Turn off your phones!
Everyone's the smartest. In our class, the kids are smart. Our heads are full of clever thoughts.
Some of us know to play chess. Some about kicking ball in the net.
Some are quick at mental maths. Some at walking really fast.
Some are good at eating pies.
Some are good at telling lies.
You won't find a class that's better than our classes, where everybody all agrees that everyone's the smartest.
The statue of group of the 100,000 birth citizen of Tartu. The monument consists of the number 100,000 carved of granite with the bronze sculpture of a child sitting on number 1. The monument is celebrating the birth of the 100,000 Tartu.
Right here is Emajõgi. In English it's called Mother River. It's one of the longest rivers in Estonia. It's about 100 kilometers. And the width is from 20 to 145 meters.
Emajõgi have 10
Bridges. Yeah, good.
Much is in Tartu.
Yeah, most of them are in Tartu.
The most important bridges are the Bridge of Freedom, the Arch Bridge, and the Stone Bridge. The Arch Bridge is a bridge for pedestrians in the center of town, near town square.
Estonians answer to Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Inara own, says the sculpture portrays the sculptor himself with her son Christian at the age of 18 months. The sculpture was created in 1977. The work symbolizes the relationship and the equality between different generations.
The current town hall is the third building that has been built to the spot. The other two were destroyed by fire. The town hall is one of the most important symbols of the city. In the past, the prison and the wayhouse were located on the ground floor. The government worked on the upper floors. The Tartu city government still works there to this day. Since 1990, the tower of the town hall has 18 bells. The bells ring every day at noon, 6 p.m. and 9 p.m.
The gunpowder cellar is a hidden fosse in the episcopal castle. Built in 1767, the medieval St. Mary's Church was demolished to supply the gunpowder magazine with stores.
Meie seltskonnaga on liitunud ka üks jaapanlane, kes lihtsalt hängib meiega kaasa. Kurat, nüüd on kadunud.
40 to 8060, and it replaced an earlier temporary bridge. The writing on the other side of the bridge, Otium reflect virus, means restore strength. The name to come from a linguistic twist. The part of hill is landscaped in an English garden, and the words English and angel have nearly the same pronunciation in Estonia. Local tradition says that when crossing it, you should hold your breath and make a wish.
Nii, Silver Herja on juba korra ennast vigastanud
because of many wars all throughout the years. But the main damage was caused by the Lithuanian war. Yeah. But now there is the Tartu University museum in here, and yeah, it's really nice. And also it was the main church building in Tartu, and the main bishop.
Only classical university in the country and also the biggest university in Estonia. It was established by King Gustav Adolf of Sweden in 1632. There are nearly 14,000 students at the university, of which 1,300 are foreign students.
Yes, thank you.
Del papà di Cor, vero? Lorenzo?
This is an old river bridge, and the bridge was built to the land and then was made a new river.
The pillars is there.
Yeah, bridge pillars are made before the Second World War. And the bridge was damaged in the war, but the pillars were not damaged. So after the World War, they made a new bridge with the old pillars.
Progress is always a problem.
Especially
nii, mis emotsioonid on, mis toimub?
Nad söövad mu küpsiseid.
Söövad, jah? Aga sa neile ostsidki ju? Okay. Already sleeping?
No.
Yes.
Okay, let him sleep.
We have to run away from the fireplace. What they are?
Yeah, they are, most of them are inside and enjoying, just laughing and talking and eating some sweets. Is everything okay?
No, not that much.
What the problem is?
He was taking pictures of me.
Laar pani või?
Ei, uus õpetaja pani.
Kas sa said trapetsi ehitada ka või?
Ma sain...
Mis me trapetsit ei saanud?
Ma sain 15/35.
Ma tegin trapetsit 5.
See on parem ikkagi kui 0 punkti.
Like in Portugal.
All pictures with water.
These are really nice houses. Well, how much can it cost to live these houses? Do you have an idea?
Difficult to say.
1 million? Fishermen? Oh, I think they were the guys that were working there.
Might be. Ja siin näeme nüüd inimesi harjutamas Raatuse kooli lauluvõistluseks.
See oli õpilasesinduse, sa vaata esinemine, tuleb ka oma esinemine mingi tujurikkujana. Pane midagi.
But now I've changed. You have to play.
Soos laukujumist tegema.
2 or 3 times in Porto and Barcelos.
Barcelos, yeah. But you will see if you pass by Lisbon.
The main reason we have a meter as it is in Estonia today, the year was 1865,
and this lady was the one who started this group of theatre lovers, which then later grew into professional also concerts and dance parties in there. The idea was good, because there was not much money for a cultural heritage things. To have a building that would allow to do everything, but all it's like everything doesn't work always.
No, näed, minu aeg sai otsa.
Which means we have laws that are used in the performances which are performed now on the stage.
Yes.
Let's say tomorrow in a month, but the ones that still are to be used in the future in, let's say, 6 months' time, those are taken out of the building. We rent warehouses in the city.
And you can rise from above. No, not down.
Yeah, from hell. You come from hell. In Estonian, we call it a tower, the word-for-word translation. And it's a 6-story high, because in the old times, you know, the backstage was painted by hand.
As Katja said, it's the scenery. Everyone here too. So here we have, for example, things we can see. The snowman. This is from Lotte. Then the golden statue. This is from Phantom of the Opera.
That 2 years has been a hat in his home that he rented from here. He brought it back in 2 years. Last time, but that's okay.
Yes, everyone from back. Here is the costume renting. Come closer. We are not.
No, just see it.
You're taking too long.
Teate, et kui te panete penoplastile atsetoni peale, siis tuleb ära.
Reused, or if only a small part of the cake has to be eaten, then the rest of the cake is actually made like this, and only the small part that is that they eat on stage is actually made real stuff before every show. So that is the job of the prop master, and prop masters have a lot of other tasks as it is. So it actually adds a lot of pressure to them to make something like a cake before every show.
Come, è ok? Oh, non era per fare assim.
They don't like it. Or what?
No,
they don't understand the modern art.
They are bullying me.
They don't understand the modern art.
They are bullying me.
Eu vim para Portugal para aqui para deixar a minha marca.
Yeah, it does.
The others look like artificial. This is the only one different from all the others.
Yes.
I'm so good. I'm so good.
It is.
You ready?
They push me through.
Already tasted the cake?
No.
Then try.
Team of artists, it's like about 10 of them,
Ah, okay.
but they make like the big decorations as well as the very small ones.
Ah, okay.
And it's actually a higher education that you can get even in Estonia.
Wow.
They really look like.
Of course, the most beautiful is this.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Guess who?
The
has
only
done it?
different one.
The only professional.
If you have questions, just raise your hand and ask, because later you just don't have to remember. Okay? Okay. And usually foreign authors come to us via agents and agencies. And it is it's not cheap to publish a book, because everybody is a bit cut. And so we have to choose very carefully and give to authors, give to editors, and everybody who is connected to it. But if our world is really small, we have only 6 people here working. Some of the Estonian publishing houses are much bigger. They have their own different departments, like selling and marketing, and we don't have them. And we don't hire like permanent designers, editors, and translators. These are all always with contracts. And which is very in right now. And there are great books actually. Some are crap like always, but some are really, really good. It's actually, she lives in Tartus, and her book name was My Name is Death. Nimi on surm, and it was about a boy who saw when people were in danger, or there was ill, or there was a danger of death, and so he tried to help them.
Bon appetit.
Thank you.
Oh wait, sorry, I'll bring them right.
Do you like the food?
Yes.
But just writing this sort of thing, writing does. Actually, I should probably say a few words. Why me? Why am I talking about being a writer? Because I have published a short story book, and I have published quite a few short stories. Published it. They're going to send it back to you when you send it to them in black and white, it's going to be very red where it comes back to you. Third, a writer tries to sustain himself with his craft, or he gets a real job. I think writing is probably, if you're not really famous like Stephen King or whoever, writing is probably one of the least profitable jobs, because for instance, in Estonia, I don't even know how many books end up being profitable.
Blue he could swim into forever, and never miss a fire engine red or a cornstalk yellow. Across the chasm of that room, that blue, those eyes devoured him and looked past him and saw him.
Like, to say the point, a book has to be
flowing, probably even. So to you, it's, how many of you think that the new ending of chapter 4 is better? A few people.
Overall, I think it's better, but I like the first one way more.
I mean, in this scene, Max Perkins, the actor, I mean, Oscar reactor, he really did read it very emotionally, and instead we got just he saw a girl, the girl was pretty. But at the same time, what was Max Perkins' reason for leaving all the flowery prose out? So,
because love is like lighting.
there's 2 points you mentioned. One is that because it is like a very lightning bolt moment for a person, and second, because the rest of the book is filled with such flowery prose that if you have the most important scene, or the love scene, the falling in love scene, being very short, very precise, then it stands out between
Meil siin toimub ainult tõeline töö.
Kui te saate riimima väga hästi, super, kui te saate, jaa, aga ei pea, luuletus ei pea alati.
Ja grupid on saanud siis ülesande tõlkida kontra juba inglise keelde tõlgitud luuletused, iga grupp sai valida ühe luuletuse, eestlased tõlgivad selle tagasi eesti keelde, aga mitte nii nagu kontra on seda kirjutanud, vaid nagu nemad arvavad, et see võiks nagu kõlada eesti keeles ja teised siis tõlgivad vastavalt oma keeltesse, kes siis tõlgib portugali keelde, kes tõlgib horvaatia keelde ja kes tõlgib siis itaalia keelde. Nii et niimoodi see töö siin käib. Siin näeme siis meie õpetaja Tõnis Allaste teksti, mis on toimetaja käest läbi käinud. See on peaks olema ühe raamatu arvustus, mille Tõnis on kirjutanud ja toimetaja käest tuli tagasi siis selliste kommentaaridega.
Or the category editors, prose editor, poetry editor, and so on. I think texts go to the category editors because the editor can't read all of it.
Yes, it's too much for one person. They also need to know what will sell, what will not sell, because they want to publish it, and they know, okay, we can't sell that to the store, so...
Some words that didn't go, like it didn't sound good when we read it out loud, and we made some grammatical changes. Read the title also?
You can, yes.
Okay. Najbolji u razredu. Uvijek dajem sve od sebe da budem najbolji u razredu i želim doći u školu prije svih ostalih. Ali moja mama ne mari. Ona spava predugo. Ona je razlog zašto neću nikada uspjeti doći u školu prije 7:30. Jednom smo skoro uspjeli. Bio sam spreman radovati se, ali mamina vožnja je bila usporena. Spora poput kornjače. Zaostavila je auto na svakom semaforu i nije se dugo micala. Nikoga nije pretjecala. Ako bih bio za volanom, možemo se kladiti da bih se vrtjao i utrkivao i došao tamo 15 minuta prije nego itko drugi.
Nii, protest sisse kohe.
Mis täpselt, no...
See ongi toimetaja töö. Sa pead aktsepteerima. Või siis lahkuma.
We changed 3 words.
Okay, why?
Because some words sound better and they didn't translate it one word.
Okay.
So, yeah. Čiteljom, ovdje nas je točno 16. Poput 16 šahovskih figura, svi imamo istu kosu. Rocky, the Rock, uvijek želi ravno naprijed, ali Krist je poput biskupa. Samo se križa po ploči. Učitelj je najviši od svih nas. On je naš kralj. Rijetko izlazi izvan svog prostora. Nastoji raditi svoje stvari.
After the poem and yeah. Kas ma loen ette ka või? Kaval part. Kooli taga on üks väike park. Selle pagasis elab väike part. Nagu pardid ikka on temagi väga tark. Teab, mil lõunaaladel öeldakse, et start võtab õige aja õigel ajal. Ja õigel ajal teab, kui kodu poole minuga minna vaja. Part teab, kuhu läheb, kuigi kooli ta ei lähe. Siis miks pean mina õppima kui hull? Siis miks pean mina õppima kui hull, kui ei iga nurga taga maailm ebaõiglane ja
Inundação na escola. Esta manhã, ao chegar, tive uma grande surpresa. O que costumava ser escadas, agora é água por todo o lado. E a água flui à minha frente. Como uma televisão antiga a pescar, a água em todos os degraus. Sei o que se passa. Acho que percebi. Alguém lavou as mãos e não fechou a torneira.
In salinese, cara signora Orna, sa quanto è 4 per 4? O sa solo come far uscire magicamente il suono da un corno? Come scrivere una notazione musicale? Come raccontare le storie nel mezzo di una dimostrazione di una tastiera?
Yeah, so it was great to know, but we changed a few things, just 2 words. Changed the word kiire to kiirelt, which makes more sense in the sentence. And some way wrote the word work tõ, not tö. And the first verse, like the last line, like little bit differently than they had. Sai 5 ja mina sain 5. Miks pidi õpetaja jagama punktid meie vahel pooleks? Nüüd saame mõlemad pragada, ma annan oma hinde sõbrale liidetud punktidega, ta saab testist läbi niimoodi, pole mul põhjust saada pragada ja tema saab kiita hea hinde eest. Give me an adjective on, I don't know, on that chair. Or about that chair, an adjective. Okay, wooden chair works. Where you have to write things in the brackets. The scene is just about the guy walking into a door and I stepped in the adjective room. I saw the adjective wallpaper. The adjective floor was covered with an adjective carpet, and you can just fill in the blanks. But you can try to surprise me, surprise everyone, and try to get like a wholly different emotion and have it understandable. What would be the most specific emotion you can manage? You can write some similes instead of adjectives. If you want to.
Tehtud on ülesanne.
If you have a very specific.
Ega sealt keegi midagi aru ei saa.
Miks ei saa? Miks ei saa? Soft, an elephant, lounge, large, cocaine. Okay.
I step in a small room. I saw the old wallpaper. The wooden floor was covered with a brown carpet. I stepped on and sat on the small chair that looked like a tree. In front of me there was a brown writing table. On it was a blue vase with dry flowers. I smelled the flowers. They smelled like soil. I sat and watched the small room and felt like creepy.
Snimaj.
Čekajte.
Okay.
Snimaj.
I stepped in the cold room. I saw the ripped wallpaper. The worn floor was covered with a bloody carpet.
I stepped on and sat on the cranky chair that looked like me. In front of me, there was an old writing table. On it was a half-broken vase with dark purple flowers. I smelled the flowers. They smelled like a corpse. I sat and watched the dark room and felt like childhood home.
Nice. Big chair that looked like a box. In front of me there was a big writing table. On it was a ceramic vase with beautiful flowers. I smelled the flowers, they smelled like donuts. I sat and watched the big room and felt like an ant.
I saw the wooden wallpaper. The shiny flower was covered with the color carpet. I stepped on and sat on the comfortable chair that looked like a royal throne. In front of me there was a big writing table. On it was a white vase with tulip flowers. I smelled the flowers. They smelled like a spring day. I sat and watched the wonderful room and felt like an island in a big lake.
Tõnis loeb nüüd kädimullatused või töö.
Like an interesting take is I stepped in the grey room. I saw the grey wallpaper. The grey floor was covered with a grey carpet. I stepped in and sat on the grey chair that looked like a mouse. In front of me there was a grey writing table. On it was a grey vase with dead flowers. I smelled the flowers. They smelled like my dead grandma. I sat and watched the grey room and felt like nothing.
Very good.
So, what was the emotion?
Depression.
Anna, would you like as well?
Me, there was a destroyed writing table. On it was a broken vase with dry flowers. I smelled the flowers, they smelled like dead. I sat and watched the sad room and felt like I was in paradise.
Oh, cards that you made a few weeks ago. So there are very different cards, and I will give you 4 of them. And it's up to you what you are going to use from those cards. Okay? If you want to have an action scene or something like that, or a character or whatever, it's up to you. Use your imagination, right? So.
Nii, jagasime gruppidesse, jah? E. E. Jah. Selleks on meil Mailis, kes vastab nendele küsimustele. Aga ma näen, et sul on jälle kõrvakaunistus. Kõrvakaunistus jälle. See peab olema, jah?
Art class, and then he breaks out like from the window or something, and then he
escapes with a camel.
We need to use the camel though. Okay.
But I think mostly don't worry about the number of the words, but the content is more important. Don't count the words, don't start to do it.
Villain, maybe we should have like a backstory of why he's so evil. So like
because her daughter is a son and is because he was black.
These are all the other people that had fun, but they didn't take him into their games.
Like multiple versions. I mean, we can change the versions. Let's write one first and let's see what's good. I'll go for a second. I need to wipe my nose.
Tomorrow? No.
It's good today.
Getting wild.
A couple of friends, but only one of them was supposed to.
Yeah. This is his name is more.
Only nigga that I trust is me. Fuck around and make me bust this heat. I'm the head nigga in charge. I'm watching you move. You found dead in your garage within a clock. Courage. So who do you trust? They just not rugged enough. When things get rough, I'm in the club
What the bullying is going on here?
He hit me first, so I hit him back.
The ending was supposed to be positive ending. Okay. And did the cards help you in any way, or were they distraction?
For me, the cards and the exact theme made it like easier. I don't know.
Was it? Did you use all of the cards and all of the things there, or did you pick some items or?
Two cards are very like colorful and a lot of things are there, so we chose some images here, and for some cards we had to take what it gives us. So
what a control freak was the character given, and the main character was a monkey. Okay, what was the ending? Was it positive or negative?
Negative ending.
Negative ending. Yeah. Okay, and you got 4 or 5 cards. Did you use all of them and everything on them, or did you pick some pictures or characters?
We used all of them, but not everything.
We picked stuff from every card.
Okay, and how was your group dynamic?
Great.
Great.
Yeah, only 2 of them were fighting all the time. Free.
But maybe that made it great.
Working, actually.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Very good.
Who was your main character?
A rock star.
A rock star, okay. And the ending, positive or negative?
Positive ending.
Positive ending. So was your story a fairy tale or a crime story or?
I mean, like, we tried to make it as logical as possible, but something just didn't click. Oh yeah.
Okay. Did you find any other characters on the cards that I gave you? How many characters are in your story?
2.
2 characters.
Like main characters.
2 main characters. Any side characters?
We have a camel.
Okay, okay, an animal. Okay. Very good.
Yay, you made it!
ainult 1 euro.
jah,
ainult 1 eurosed sobivad sinna masinasse.
jah, aga te saate võtta sealt neid koine sealt.
Väiksed vene lapsed ei lasknud mul 1 sendiga mängida. Nad võtsid ära. Nad võid uuesti saada.
Vot.
Dai che andiamo in velocità, Erika! In velocità!
Vai. Stammi mandando. Prestami una gira. Non mi gira, no? No, adesso volevo che ne
Always nice thing.
Try. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, you can go.
Ups, me lo faccio toccare. Mama, ne mama, Miesz. Jest crippled guy. È vero, non sono mai stata in barca, è vero, proprio tipica sensazione da un giro da vomito.
You don't.
Guarda che gambettina che dai, mettiamoci in posa. Con la stessa gamba, no, che altra. Mettete guarda anche la pancia.
noh, siin on siis mees, kes oskab autot juhtida, jah?
What do we need to go inside, right? Like a recipe or so. So, what do you think? What are essentially needed to make some metal into here? Put it on the table, it's boiling water. Few more moments. I'm taking away the super hot water.
Puoi fare lo stesso a me. Ok. Sì, ma
apri a te, ciao.
Let's open
Alguém tem que fazer uma lá, que eu não consigo.
Gabriela. George. And when I hand out the knives, please do not start doing like this right away. It's very annoying. So. You have a temple tool here, and here are lines. Your task is to cut out the lines. You just follow the lines. At first you take your knife, and this works like that. If those two things are together, then the blade is loose, you can move it. You should take out the blade approximately about 1.5 centimeters or something like that, and then you push those things separate, and then you lock the blade. It doesn't move anymore. It takes some time, probably an hour or so. So please do not be in a hurry. You cannot finish it in like 10 or 15 minutes. Relax. Take your time. If you start hurrying, you will break the stencil, and it's a good exercise against anxiety. So it's like something like a calming exercise or something like that. So you should take it like that, and you should be relaxed.
Itaalia õpetajad alustasid ka oma stenciliga.
Sebastian is helping me, man. I'm really bad at art. I asked him, Sebastian, can you help me? Sure. Yeah. You must start from the small parts. The artist said. Yeah.
And then also that if your knife is up like that, then you will have this kind of ugly line. The knife has to be in that kind of angle. If you cut like that, and also you have to lock the blade. The knife has to be like that, not like that.
Mas isto é a profissão dele.
Não.
Isto é mesmo.
Vai massageando com a tua mão.
Que é mesmo para.
And you make it make it that way that it keeps together in one piece. You have to have these breaches on your design that that something is not falling out from the design. He is doing illegal stuff. So why the stenciling has become so popular in street art is that because you can do your art in the street very fast if you have a good stencil, and that way it takes there is less chance to get caught by the police or whatever. In order that it works, it has to be strong. It has to be connected with the breaches. If it breaks loose during painting, it's no use of the stencil. Stuff and stenciling, it's all about like doing yourself and this kind of thinking, that it's not some kind of elitist thing that you have to learn 10 years in an art school. Actually, everybody can do it if you have a little bit patience, if you have little bit motivation, if you concentrate a little bit, you can do it at your home. It's not so difficult stuff. It's very good, very good. The first one is ready, really nice. Okay. Also, it's good if you want to do a portrait. It's better if you have like it's like semi profile. That way you can add a little bit depth to your and space to your face. If you are just looking directly, it's more difficult. So, but you can look in the camera. And I tried to do it like really.
Can you
computer Photoshop and just like this and basically you have some kind of stencil image. It's not the best one, but if you cannot draw, it's already a lot of help for you. I think everybody can manage doing something like that. That's very difficult. So now you have normal.
Thank you.
Oh, we are so happy for you, dear child.
Yeah, he showed all the process. She was a model and all the process, how he did. Daniel on teinud väga ilusat tööd. Teinud Itaalia õpetaja Paola pildi valmis peaaegu. Välja lõiganud stencili.
Please gather here somewhere, so everybody who, even if you don't have your stencil ready, you finish cutting out your stencil, then you can come here, and if you have a free spot, you can start painting. I will show you how to do it. So you have a stencil. I have a carton here on that table. You take one carton. So it's the same kind of carton that I made the stencil. If you look closely, there are two sides. One side is really smooth and one is not. It's better to use that side that is not smooth, because it takes more paint inside and it's little chance that you will smear it around. So smooth side down and matte side is up. Here is also, I usually put the smooth side down. You can put it otherwise if you want, but this one is more like foolproof. Now, the more weight you put on your stencil, the more sharp it will become. The weight will prevent the stencil from lifting up with the pressure if you spray. It's a water-based spray paint. There are some bad things about it and there are good things. Good thing is that it's quite safe for our environment and also quite safe for human body. It's not a good idea to put in your face and breathe it in, but if we are in the same room, it doesn't smell so bad like other aerosol paints, and it's not so harmful for your body. But if you have like this regular corona mask, you can put it on. It filters it because there are some particles that will start floating in the air, and if you have this mask with you, it's good if you put it on. Also, hold the spray can a little bit upward position. There is a little hose here, and the hose goes to the bottom and it takes paint from the bottom. Why it's important? If you start painting like that, then this hose will get will be dry and the paint will not come out. So hold it a little bit upward. Try to aim to those places where are the holes in the stencil. Basically, we are done here. Just you can check from the other angle if you see that some places are not covered. But basically, it's done. How to prevent this fresh paint from smearing around? There is one trick for that. You put 2 fingers to some corner. It's important to put 2 fingers. You can use 3 fingers, but if you do it with 1 finger, it doesn't work. It's important to put at least 2 fingers, and that way you can lift up your stencil without smearing the paint around.
Wow.
And now you will have your portrait.
Good.
Okay. Not points, but a little bit like, yes, something. From other
Where?
In some corner, for example here, it's important to hold 2 fingers down, and now lift from the other side. Yes. Okay, great.
Wow.
Mario!
That's really huge.
ma pean toimetama sellega. Ma olen tööandja.
Sina pidid alguses.
Aga ta palkas Danieli ja nüüd teeb talle puhvis välja. Puhvis.
Käsi suriseb.
Tundub nagu sinu.
Ma Riccardo, tu non fai male.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Porto. Ja.
Bravo, non ci vorrebbe che sei si riusciva là.
Vai.
Ja, cosa secondo un dice?
Riccardo. Okay.
This is genuine Estonian throat organ, so you can experiment. Yes. And we have, as you know, we have these just nimelt, we have front vocals, we have back vocals, and middle. You can explore these songs on the map, because since the beginning of recording technology, early 20th century, museum has started to record those songs also. Because there was no safety belts in that time. And we do the same thing right now. This is also one of the oldest traditions that has preserved. They made their own society, and of course they need to have their symbols. So they made a flag, as you can see, it's huge. It's statement flag, literally like that. Because the story goes, and if you go to museum, why I told you so many stories, we don't just want to have things, and you just don't want to see things, you want to see and hear the stories. The story goes that Jan Tallinn, who was one of those guys who invented Skype, he used to squat on a chair, saying that squatting on a roller chair is the best position to concentrate and program. Now, actually, Jan Tallinn himself right now tells that Estonian National Museum is telling really weird stories about him. He has never ever squatted any chair into such situation. He had really good chair, and he gave it to whom? To a younger sister, of course. And the sister broke it into pieces.
Siin näeme ka nutisõltlasi, oleme õpetajatega õhtusöögil ja millega siis õpetajad tegelevad. 2 Horvaatia õpetajat on siin, et toksivad ja siis on Mailis ka toksib seal midagi ja vastas on siis raamatuhuvilised, kus on siis Portugali õpetajad ja Tõnis, kes tutvustab neile eestikeelset eesti kirjandust, mille ta just soetas. Mulle tundub, et selle mehega me tegime viimase intervjuu Zagrebis raamatumessil. Väga kehv käekiri, ma ei saa aru.
Tal on halb käekiri, jah.
Häid seikluseid või?
Unask, ta on jah valesti kirjutanud. Häid seikluseid.
Okei, midagi.
Kuna ta ütles mulle, et teine osa paneb läkse kokku, et ta kirjutab sellega siia ära.
Okei, ja siis on Eesti Nõid. Ja mis see kolmas oli?
See on artiklikogu, arvustuste artiklikogu.
Väga vahva. Head isu.
No, oli kauem kui ma räägin. Väga tähtsne. Ma olen katsunud. Ma olen rääkinud.
Nende vastu mängida ka?
Ma ei tea, ma arvan, see kujuneb. Ma teame.
we're going to make illustrations about the texts. So today is Friday, and this is what we're going to do. I have here our own art teacher, Kadri, and she will tell you everything you need to know and need to do about these illustrations.
And in some cases, like you, both the author of the text and the illustrator are the same person. So someone who writes the text also does the illustrating part. And actually here I have, I think you can recognize. Why is it like that this time? All the pictures are the same. The edition of the book is different, but the pictures are the same. Because the author is also the author of the pictures, and no one can change that, as they cannot change the text, they cannot change the picture, and the illustrations as well, but they are actually one of my favorite illustrations, and they are, the text is short and the illustrations are kind of dominant. Very expressive indeed, even though they have very little color. So you can just send it around and maybe you can take a look. Just one example of an illustration. This is actually a book about illustrations, and the text is only one sentence, maybe, but these illustrations are like paintings. They themselves tell a story. This is really great. We pause and look at that and then send it around. And then there are some other ones. An example of a very simple illustration. Like you have a text, but the illustrations are just in the corner of page, but they are still illustrations. This is something to think about, how you do the illustration. You have a text, then you are going to have paper. Where will you put the text and where will you do the illustration? Is kind of something that frames the text. The choice is yours. And this is a picture where he reads a book, right?
Don't you erase the jacket? I won't. I can. You don't have to look how to see here, like.
Yeah, hello, it's Rene. Yeah, I called that in your among your pictures must be one Italian. Check, yes, it must be there, but maybe it's not also there, but just check. But they told that it must be there. Okay, thanks, bye. Nii, Sebastian. Sina tegid kuninga.
Ja see ei lähe päris töösse.
Okei, see kuningas on pool kuningas, pool kosmonaut, pool robot või?
Ta on dinosaurus.
Väga äge on mulle. Meenutab kui õigeusu pappi veidi.
Aga tegelikult läheb see pilt töösse, mille ma joonistasin, et see on hästi ja kõik nõudsid, et see peaks töösse näha.
Väga ilus, väga hea.
Kui suured pildid vette.
See on vale. Yes. Okay, mysterious balloon.
There once was a girl named Sarah. She lives with her mom and dad, and she isn't that talkative. She had a couple of friends, but only one of them was close to her. His name is Mark. One day Sarah stayed after school and saw a suspicious balloon. She was curious, so she looked after the balloon for a while and eventually followed it. The balloon went towards the school's basement. She only then realized that she had never been there before. The balloon flew straight to the basement, and as Sarah was a little bored, she went in from the alien ship that Sarah saw, and that's the planet Earth. That's the balloon that Sarah followed, and that's Sarah, and that's best friend Mark.
Thank you. Any questions? Any comments? Any feedback? Flowers.
The alarm is going off. Another Monday, another day, just another miserable day. She gets up from her bed covered in unwashed sheets, eats off the clock and sits up, stretching out her legs. She walks to the tiny kitchen, to the room covered in paint and canvases, and opens the fridge. Except for the expired yogurt, the fridge is empty, almost as empty as the canvas.
At the end of the street, there is a shop where she spends her last few pennies on a tuna sandwich. While eating, she rides to school, a place she used to like, which now feels so empty. To her, the classes bring no joy, and the people are careless. She doesn't want to be there. She doesn't want to be like her father and follow history.
You're next door. We just got new neighbors. The daughter of the family seems about my age. The next day, I recognize the same girl at school because of the red scarf that she has. Because I don't have any friends, I went to talk to her. She seemed really nice. She likes nature, dogs, and chess, just like me. The whole next week we spent together, and I have never had such a good friend. We went for a walk in the forest and played a lot of chess. After we had spent 2 months together, one day she said that she's going to move away and go to school somewhere else. The last week she was here, we spent every day together, and on the last day she gave me her red scarf. 10 years later. I'm sitting in a restaurant when a girl comes up to me and says, "Nice scarf, I once had this exact same one."
The downfall of Stephen's kingdom. A long time ago, there was a widower called Stephen. He was alone because his family died due to a flood. Because his family was royal, he became the king of the village. Because he was angry, he destroyed the whole village. Due to his behavior, the villagers became very angry at him and started a riot against him. The king ruled for a very long time, regardless of the resistance of the villagers. And it came to pass, when the king was fallen, that there was no one to inherit his kingdom, and the whole village was destroyed and chaos ensued. Even to this day, Stephen's kingdom is in ruins.
Okay, anything about the illustrations? What have you got there? We can see, but I would...
Yeah, I saw that, Ricardo, you made this, yes?
Yeah.
Very great painting, very great drawing. So, can you have some words about it?
All the mountains are drawn by me, and also the castle. And the title with the crown has been her idea, which is a beautiful idea. Also, we added some forests, and here's the village, and the graveyard lives here in this castle, and nothing more.
Okay, thank you. Great work.
First class went flying by fast. At recess, Eric and Sam had an idea to escape school at night.
There once lived a monkey named Jack. He liked to play chess, but then Corona-19 started. Because of it, Jack couldn't play chess. There are limitations to the corona in the world, and that's why Jack and his friends have to learn separately, play chess separately, and be alone. Jack dreamed of summer because there are no restrictions. When restrictions had dropped, Jack and his friends could go to school, but they still couldn't play chess. Jack got bored, and then he had the great idea: do a little stupid thing. Jack introduced the idea to his friends, but they didn't agree with Jack because they didn't want to get in trouble. So Jack went to steal bananas from the store, but it went bad because he got caught, and now he had to serve his sentence while his friends were having fun. So don't mess up, and if you do, don't get caught.
Any comments on the illustrations?
Yeah, this is a banana chest filled with bananas, and this is the table where he played chess. But yeah, the chairs are empty, and now he's in jail. Yeah, and
Thank
also
you.
Corona.
I'm the professor. Professor's point of view, it's fall, school is starting, and I have classes to teach. It's getting colder outside. It's winter, school is going well, and I have works to grade. It's cold outside. It's spring, school is evolving, and I have something to do. It's getting warmer outside.
Student's point of view. Did the professor know that it was actually fall again? Yesterday in class, he lost his glasses. Today, he's yet to appear in class. The class is ended. The professor didn't show up. He's so absent-minded that we've begun to worry. He's so lost in his own world that it seems like he's asleep. In class again, the professor showed up. We're worried. He has lost his chalk, but it's where it's always been. After class now, I go up to him just to talk, ask how he's been.
Hello, Professor. Hi. I was just wondering if you graded our papers yet. It's been quite a while since we teach them. That's true. What papers are you talking about? The ones that we did on Shakespeare. I can't remember having you write about Shakespeare.
But the new one is very nice. Our lectures are interesting and chillimos when it's fall and when it's spring.
That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah, we see already ready-made artists here. Who made it? You, yes. Let's make applause to her. Really great.
And I watched you the whole week, and I saw you supporting each other and pushing each other to work when the push was needed. So I thank you for the effort, and this is exactly what I was wishing for this week. So thank you.
Thank you.
So, finito capito? Not ready? Not yet? Yes? We are finishing soon, but not yet. You will have one, I hope, very creative workshop that is really also connected to our creative project topic, and you will make there in the paper and typing museum one notebook where you can put down, or where you can write down all your creative thoughts, your texts, and also your poems or poetry. So, but now we are finishing at school. We are giving you the certificates to the foreign guests, and I really want to thank you all, because you know we have made the preparations and we hopefully did our best to make you happy during this week, but our work is nothing if you don't want to work with us. So you are so great, so admiring, so
so lovely and warm team. So I would really like to thank you because if we are a team, we can make big things together. Because if we are only one, if we try and you don't want to try, then it's nothing. So I would like to make an applause to our team. Actually, we will do it in such a way that I will give the first certificate to the very special person I want to thank, and then she will give the next one to the next person, and all you, please everybody has maximum 30 seconds to say something about this week. Of course, you can say everything, what you didn't like or what you liked or what was great and what are your emotions, because I hope you experience very different emotions during this week and will experience also during this day later. So the first and only Stepana, who I want to thank because she's like a coordinator of our project, the most important boss for all of us, and if there wasn't Croatian team, then this project maybe was never happened. So thank you, Stepana. Thank you. So, and you can make some words and then
Not
give
so
the
many.
next certificate.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, I put the certificates here so you can take them.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you all for a great job. Thank to my teachers who were really great this week and great support. Miley's, Tunis. Coming, Tunis, yes, and Rene, of course. There were great workshops, and I think all kids and teachers had some fun, and they even learned something. So, thank you. The next one is Maria Marquez. Oh, yes, it's already
I'm still getting ready.
Yeah.
Thinking about things to
for
say.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank Anna for inviting me. The next thing I want to say is that I learned a lot this week, and it was amazing to be all together with you. Thank you for your hospitality, and that's it. 30 seconds of. I will call Filippo Bidese.
So I want to thank you all, the teachers and René, of course, and also Estonians, Croatian, Portuguese for the participation. And yeah, okay, that's it. Ana Teresa Rosa de Oliveira.
The longest name.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So, I would like to say thank you for the Estonian team, to the great workshops and all the way they receive us. To all the teams, the Italians, the Croatians, the big coordinators, and a special thank you for my team, my kids, the Portuguese kids, and my colleagues. Lana.
First of all, thank you so much for this amazing week. It was awesome, and I wish I can repeat it. Enrico Casaro.
Thanks everyone for a constructive experience. Is emozionato? Emozionato. Gabriela Silva.
experience, and I love being in here with you, so thank you. And now is Ricardo Granolato.
So I'm so thankful to all the teachers, everyone is in this room, and it's been a very good experience, and I meet so very much people. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, stop.
You have another one.
Yeah, Emma Erseg.
Thanks everybody for this amazing week, and especially to my host. Thank you, you're so beautiful and nice host. And next one is Romina Graziotto.
Thanks for the Estonia hospitalitas and for the groups. I'm grateful for this experience, and this experience for me is very beautiful and amazing. Mario Miguel Pereira.
Thank you all for hosting us along this week, especially the host families and the kids. It was so nice to work, to take part in the different workshops that were held along the week. Thank you in particular to our main teachers. 3 of them are here. No, maybe that one. No,
maybe.
No, only two. Yeah, it's better. Sorry. Thank you, and I hope to see you all, or the majority, in the 2 trips that there will be held in Portugal next November and March. So I'm sure some of you will be there, and it will be a pleasure to see you again. Okay? Jada? Jada.
Thanks, my teacher and everyone. Jorge and Mario. Jorge.
George.
Thanks everyone and my teachers. That's it. Andrea.
I will be short, maybe 10 minutes. No, I really want to be short. Thank you all, and it was really great. Yeah, I need some help with this.
Biagio.
Thank you for this experience, for this week, for my teacher, and
that's it.
Vania Vidak Pei.
I would like to say thank you to Estonian teachers and to everybody else. I'm really glad that I got the opportunity to be a part of this project, and thanks to everybody else. Okay. Diego. If I pronounce that right. Diogo. Yeah. That.
I just want to thank everyone that made this the amazing week with me.
The name is here.
Agata Scalzotto.
Thank you for everyone, especially for the Estonian team. Without them, I can't test this incredible week. And especially thanks to my teachers for this opportunity. That's it. Katarina Belek.
So thank you all for everything, and you are so beautiful people.
Lorenzo.
It was a great experience, and I thank all the teachers.
Thank you all for everything. Thank you, my teachers. Great experience.
I wanted to say thank you all, and I'm grateful to have this opportunity to be here. And thanks to our teachers. Erika Marovin.
I'm very happy to visit this school and this country. Thank you for your hospitality, and especially thanks to René.
Thanks everyone who made this project possible. It was an amazing week and different. Still.
Thank you for a lovely time in Estonia, especially here in Tartu. And I must say I'm proud of all students, especially my students from Drnje and Hlebine. Thank you. Alessia. Please take a picture with this student because it's a copy of my student in Drnje, Emma. So can I take a picture with you so I can show Emma? You're just like her. Yeah, look alike. Okay, thank you.
I think it was a beautiful experience, so thank you.
Martin Gandara.
I want to say thank you to everybody, especially for the Estonians for being such good hosts, and for my teachers, obviously. Paula Servato.
Thanks so much to everyone, you, the staff, the Estonian staff, my students, all the students I met here. For me it was really a fantastic and unforgettable week. Thanks so much. Thank you.
And after that, we will switch. Okay. So everybody can do a notebook and have a tour in the museum.
Great.
Okay. So these other presses are used time to time. So this is our aim in this museum, to keep the machines working.
And how old is the oldest machine?
This one is 160 years. So this is the oldest, and this is what we use every day.
Wow.
So good quality work from Germany.
Germany.
Yes. Nice. Any picture you like from here. Keeping in mind that, can I have this one? If you make your notebook, the cover will be that size.
Okay.
So choose whatever suits here. Okay, go ahead. Choose your favorite.
Just use these as an example and try to push the holes through the cover also.
Okay. You do it.
And only do this on top of this cardboard.
Okay.
So this printing press is the oldest in our museum, about 160 years old. We don't even know exactly how old, but about 160. And this is the same kind of press that Gutenberg was using to print the first book. Okay, you see there's a handle? Hold it, no, hold it like this. This one here. Okay, nice and slow until this line is here. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Pull. No, here. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yes, that's good. Now the other way. Down. Down. Yes. So let's see the first one. Ta-da!
Nice.
Nice.
Good. Good.
Sure.
Nice. Yeah.
So the ink is wet, so don't touch it. Oh, cool. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
You take your image and you will rub on the bus. And then with this fold, you can do that later, just like have a picture. So yeah, on top of it.
Nice.
So it will
Okay.
keep it clean.
Find in the Baltic and Finnish region, and we collect a lot of machines, a lot of equipment dedicated to printing, print history, and also paper making. And we not just preserve the machines, but we also preserve a bit of the skills as well that went into it. This one here, can you guess what this is? This one, can you guess this? Many of you are wearing it. Jeans.
Jeans.
Yeah, that's from jeans, that one. Yeah. Let's see what it has inside it.
It's recycled paper.
No. It's a type of, almost a type of paper. You can see little pieces of it. It's also something we've been wearing a lot of.
Mask.
Yeah, masks.
Oh.
Face masks.
Face
masks. If you take this, you hold this on top like this, yeah. And you're going to put this into the water and lift up, yeah. And turn it over. Yeah, that's good.
And should I?
No, you can lift it. Great, great. Oh yeah, you can do like this sometimes. That's it. Okay. Nice. Great, and you can see this is from old newspaper. It has the. Yes. This is the newspaper. One more time. Can I try? Yeah, go on. Okay. Yeah. Great. This is good. And now you just put this on top.
Grande viaggio. Fai 2 o 3 volte, fai 2 passaggi.
It won't do.
Okay.
Good. Perfect. There's no way I can use this. Lift it, touch it. It's just going to fall apart. So I have to remove most of the water. The way we do that is put this here. Metal. As much as you can.
Oh, okay.
I can hold it on this side.
Dai, you are strong.
Mamma mia, che strong. Great. Okay. Okay, so now this is squeezed out all of this water. Be able to now lift this up. Like that. Good. So it's also already a lot stronger, the paper. And now
Changing.
we're inside your brain.
exactly this.
Are you sure it's black?
Stop!
Tiny girl. You'll be one of those students, the most interesting ones.
Don't pray.
She's using all your words to teach you.
I'm being bullied.
I'm just being careful with the historical machine.
Yeah, like me, historical teacher.
I didn't say.
My parrot.
It's so beautiful.
Look, my parrot.
Yours?
Oh,
I can set it, I can now take a print, and then I can put it back. I can arrange my words into like long text like this, and make a print again, make a copy.
So, put your this paper that can stain on top, and this cover paper on top of this one, with the printed printed parts on top of it. Whoa. Is to pick a color of the thread that you want to bind your notebook with. So it will show from this side and this side. And you can choose a color from this box. So try to think what would suit the best with your notebook. Put your hand straight, and from the opposite shoulder here, you cut it off.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the thread.
Lift up your inside papers, and we're gonna start binding from this side to the up, and then back down. And from this hole in the bottom, you go in between the cover and the blanks here inside. Yeah, just through the inside papers. Yeah. But between the
Do we must do it in
yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Like
yeah.
this.
Final thing is to cut this. And we need a special machine to cut through this paper. So this machine we have here. Keep going, but just using this machine. Yeah. So one thing that we do in Estonia, or we do here, and you can see them doing here, is one problem in Estonia was many books were printed during Soviet times. There was a lot of books that were produced. These were produced in like a mass, often produced very cheaply. Often they weren't good books, a lot of propaganda, everything like this. And they were produced in their hundreds of thousands. So one thing that there's an issue with is libraries, individuals, they have many books, they don't know what to do with, many old books. So what we do here is we rip out the middle, and this one we send to paper recycling, and we use the covers for making new notebooks.
Istu. Tšako, istu. Tšako. Máš mi?
Tokonzinka, to
Yes, only for you.
Only for me.
Yes.
Oh my God! I should open my trousers tonight.